Welcome to Travel with Corlitz. We are a family of 3 exploring the world. I'm Zanne, this is my husband Michael and our daughter Julia. In this series, we are spending a month living La Dolce Vita in the beautiful Italy. This week we're going to explore the very famous Cinque Terre, and we're starting with Riomaggiore, which is the first village from La Spezia. We have parked at the side of the road now and we'll be walking into the village now. This is our first view of the Cinque Terre villages. We're now on the pathway down to Riomaggiore. Yeah, these steps are never ending. It's a long way down.
The end of the stairs are closed. My legs are gonna collapse.
I know, my legs feel like jelly. And we're only going down now. We'll still have to go all the way back up. If you only have one day to explore the Cinque Terre, you can park in La Spezia and get a train from there to all of the 5 villages. 1 day unlimited pass costs 16 euros per person, and you can stop in any of the villages and then go back to La Spezia at the end of the day. But since we're here for a month, we're going to explore the villages slowly and take a day to explore each of the villages. So today we are exploring Riomaggiore, and we park quite a way outside of the village in the free car parking areas. Just need to now walk into the village, which is taking quite a bit of time and certainly a lot of exercise. Well, we are properly into Riomaggiore now. We haven't seen one single tourist so far. There's just locals around here. There were kids playing in the street and some men drinking beer. But yeah, no tourists. It's empty. I mean, this is one of the most popular places to visit in Italy, and it's completely empty of tourists at the moment.
Yeah.
I bet not many people can say that they've seen Riomaggiore and it's been empty. So unfortunately that pathway down is blocked off, and a lot of work is being done on these buildings here. As it is outside of the tourist season, the cafes and restaurants are all closed, but we bought some coffee with us and some crisps, so we've just sat at the waterfront now, enjoying our coffee and crisps. More high stairs.
Oh, right.
I know you love the steps.
I don't. I hate them to bits.
No, oh, those stairs go really up. Now we have to go up there. So that is the famous Via dell'Amore. Unfortunately, it is closed because there was a landslide in 2012, which injured 4 Australian tourists, and they still haven't reopened it. It is said to be back open in July 2024. Whether it will be, that remains to be seen. And it's obviously still a long time until then. We're now walking on the panoramic lane, which is also closed in 100 meters. It's supposed to go from the harbour all the way to the railway station, but it's closed part of the way. But the views are still spectacular from it, so it's worth going on it for as far as we can. Huh. They've used a bed for the door. Wow.
Interesting. I mean,
Look at this blooming shed here, though.
Yeah. That's surprising that somebody hasn't sold this land, because you could build a spectacular house here. This property is probably worth an absolute fortune. Instead, they've got a pumpkin on their shed. Michael's got Americano, Julia's got a soda, and of course, I've got wine. I did ask for white, but never mind. I'm happy with the red. There really are many options. during the day on a Monday in mid-January to come here for food. Pretty much everything is closed, but we have come to Porto for some coffee and wine before we start our trek back up to the car, which will be fun. All of the restaurants, cafes, bars, shops, everything is closed. This is the angle that the ambulance is parked at. We're now having fun trying to find the way up back to the car because there's just so many narrow, windy lanes that even looking at Google Maps, it's a little bit tricky trying to work out where exactly the pathways up go. But I think we can't be too far now from the pathway that goes up. We've climbed up now quite a bit above the village. That road, just on this side, is where we actually have to be. So, got all that way still to climb up. It's the ultimate stairmaster, and we have 4 more days of this. At least our thighs will be much more toned by the end of the week. We have walked up a lot. There's the lift that we were level at a few minutes ago, and obviously we're right by the sea when we started the trek up. Oh, I'm really red in the face already. We still have a little way to go up, but we've done most of it. You feel like you're gonna collapse. I think we've got all that way still to go up, and this is how high we are now. Alright, the last few stairs. Then we still have quite a long way to walk on the road. We've done the stairs, still need to go up that way. From this spot you can see all 5 Cinque Terre villages. So that's Riomaggiore, there's Manarola, there's Corniglia, or however it's pronounced, there's Vernazza, and that's Monterosso al Mare. So this is a good spot to see all of them. You just have to climb up maybe 200-300 meters. We were hoping that this cafe would be open by the time we got up. On their Facebook page it says it's open till 7 p.m. Unfortunately, it's very much closed. But that would have been really nice sitting here for sunset and having our dinner. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would have been nice, that.
We were at sea level in Riomaggiore, and now we're at 265 meters where our car is parked. So that's quite a climb up in one day. And plus, of course, we went up and down in the village too. But that's just what you get to do when you're planning to eat pizza and drink wine every night. We have just parked outside of Manarola, and we're going to go into the village now to hopefully find some dinner. There are still Christmas lights up, and even a Christmas tree. You can park for free much closer to Manarola than Riomaggiore, but it's still quite a walk down to the harbour area. But it's a ghost town. There's just nobody here. It's so quiet. I don't think we're going to be able to find somewhere to eat dinner tonight. Not here anyway. This is stunning. This view is just incredibly beautiful. The sun has just set. We've got a moon up there, and the view of the harbour in Manarola is stunning. We're now walking on a pathway that goes on along the cliffs. We've got a beautiful view of Vernazza, I think that is, and there are stairs going up, so we'll see where those lead. What a view! I'm glad we came here, even if we can't find anywhere to eat. Although we did see a shop selling pizza, so we will probably just grab a slice of pizza. That will do for us for dinner. Yeah, and you've got a view of the cliffs and the other villages this way. Wow, it's so peaceful and calm. Hiya. I've taken way too many photos and videos of this view, but I just can't seem to stop. It's absolutely incredible. I would definitely highly recommend coming to Manarola for sunset and wait at least half an hour after the sunset. The view is only getting better and better as the lights come out. The blue hour glow makes it even more magical. That little pizza place didn't take any credit cards and we don't have any cash on us, so we'll go home and make pasta instead, or maybe order pizza from, because we've got a pizzeria just underneath our flat. We're now walking back to the car, but yeah, you do have a very good view of the
mountain. All the lit up.
Wow, that's quite some view. And the sky is such a vibrant orange. It's beautiful. Wow, looks amazing. Roads are interesting. Very, very narrow roads into Corniglia and Vernazza. And there we can see Corniglia. The roads are a bit terrifying.
My eyes on the road.
They're very, very narrow, windy roads. We have just come to Corniglia and we parked right outside the town, but the parking at the moment is free because all the ticket machines are closed. I assume it's because it's winter time, and we're just walking into the town now. It is very calm and peaceful. All you can hear are the cockerels, and that's it. There's nobody around. This is the perfect time to visit Cinque Terre. Corniglia is the only one of the Cinque Terre villages that doesn't sit right on the sea, but instead it sits on a cliff.
With your hand on your heart, please tell me which way to go, 'cause I sure don't know. One piece in hand is a start, but it's a mighty.
It is so stunning here. It is so calm and peaceful and really beautiful here. I feel like I need to whisper because it's so quiet. You really can't hear anything else other than the wind and the sea. We've now come to a viewpoint. You can see Manarola on my left and you can see Vernazza in front of me. The road to Corniglia is interesting. It's very windy and narrow. It's basically a one-lane, two-way road, and the Italian driving is not the best, so it gets scary at times, but the views are beautiful from it. We have climbed up quite a long way now. We're much higher than the Corniglia village. We're en route to Vellaro village, although we won't go all the way because that's quite a long way, especially there and back. But we'll walk some of the way and enjoy the views. It's a beautiful walk, and we just stopped to have our apples to give us some more energy. This trail is very uneven in places. It's hard to actually know where to step. We have come to the only cafe that's open in Corniglia, and this is Cafe Matteo, and it's in the town square. There's a couple of tables outside, so we just sat outside and we've ordered our beer and focaccia and bruschetta and coffee for Michael.
Go ahead and eat as many green olives as you want.
You don't like the green olives?
I don't like green or purple olives. I only like black olives.
And there's my beer. I thought after all that walking, beer would do nicely. What do you think of the olives? No?
No, black olives are the ones to go for. Don't.
Michael's still eating it.
Mm-hmm. It's obviously a big pip. No, it's fine.
Yeah?
I like that.
You like that? We got our bruschetta with pesto, and then bruschetta with cheese and tomatoes. That food was delicious, especially the bruschetta with pesto. The Guria is known for its pesto, so whenever we have the chance to eat it here, we go for it. And now we have come back to Manarola because we really enjoyed it yesterday. And today we wanted to walk around it a little bit more. We have just come to Via del Amore, and there is a little section open from Manarola onwards, but only for maybe about 200-300 meters, and that's it. But it's still worth taking it. And even though the landslide was in 2012, it's 10 years later. Most of the Via del Amore is still closed, which is a shame because I bet it was an incredible walk to take. We are now on the other side of Manarola. We finished with the Via del Amore, as it didn't go very far. And now we start to walk the other side of Manarola towards Corniglia, but of course this walkway is also closed due to landslides. So pretty much all of the coastal pathways along the Cinque Terre are closed due to landslides. Many of them have been closed for many years. Let's go get an ice cream. Our first stop in Vernazza was an ice cream shop. It's just the flavour. Before you put. Is it good? Yeah. Are you enjoying your ice cream? That water is so clear. Today we are in Vernazza, which is the fourth of the Cinque Terre villages that we're visiting. And we just went to the harbour and it's very windy there. Now we've come to try and find lunch. All the places are closed, as usual. But we found fish and chips place that sells anchovies, local anchovies, that we've been wanting to try out because that's one of the local dishes. We got a mix of anchovies, calamari, prawns and chips, all fried. We'll see what that's like. Food. Alright, there's our fish and chips.
Careful, it will be very hot, the calamari, I think.
Okay, so we can try one of these, which is the local anchovies.
Anchovies.
Trying prawn.
It's actually a lot better than I expected it to be. The anchovies are quite strong. We have just come up on the path that leads to Corniglia. We can see Vernazza behind us. It's a great view from here. I'm not sure we're going to go up much higher than that, because we still have the last village of Monterosso al Mare to do today, and we'll probably be heading to that. Also, we really want to find another bar or a cafe where we can sit and have some wine and coffee. We couldn't find anything in Vernazza that's open at the moment other than the fish and chips and gelato shop. So hopefully the next village will have somewhere for us to sit and have some drinks. But the view is spectacular. We are now walking back to our car. The car parks are closed at the moment. Maybe it's a winter thing, but the guy at the car park told us to just park on the yellow lines, which are normally for residents, but he said it's not a problem, just park there anyway. So hopefully our car isn't clumped. Well, we're not clumped.
No.
And we haven't been towed away. This is where we parked, and there's a car park there, but it's closed. We have come to Monterosso al Mare. It's the last Cinque Terre village for us to visit. And we've just come to the new part of the town. And we're going to walk through the tunnel to the old part, which is actually 15 minutes walk away and looks quite far. We parked just outside of the car park area in the bus maneuver area, but there's loads of cars parked here, so I assume it must be okay. We're just walking along the coast now and see how far the pathway will take us. So this is the old town in front of us here. Yeah, the train runs between the village and the beach, and there's also a road that runs along it with cars parked all across the road. Yeah, we're on the bridge now. That's very high. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's get off this bridge. We are now on a pathway that leads between Monterosso and Vernazza. We're not going to go all the way, but we'll just see how far the pathway is actually open. From what I understand, it is temporarily closed for maintenance work. Yeah, this walkway is built in the cliff, so it's very precarious. Wow, it's beautiful here. This is a stunning walk, this. And in front of us is another island. You can see both the old town and the new town of Monterosso from this island. All of those steep steps are worth it for the view. This is beautiful. Yeah, that's a real shame about that block of monstrosity.
Wow.
This walk is the best thing to do in Monterosso. Definitely. It's beautiful here. Really, really beautiful. It's good exercise too. That's very high. Blimey, that's high. Slightly terrifying. We've come to a bar in the new part of Manarola, and we just sat down to have some more beer and coffee and brioche and croissant.